this is the type of shit I'm into, and I think I've created a pretty one-dimensional view of myself on the internet, and I want people to know. Thank you for having me on the show.
What are other things you want to let people to know about yourself that we can put it out to the world? Okay, so I never knew you liked.
I do know one thing about you that I find super interesting is that before you were on Impulsive, you worked for Lovesac.
Yeah, the giant beanbag company.
And you went from working there to basically being on one of the biggest podcasts, like, in the world.
Yeah.
Like, what was that like being like, okay, cool. Like, you have a healthy corporate job, and then boom, now you are at the mercy of public opinion.
And Logan Paul. Listen, I never assigned much of a value or sentiment towards anything in life because that job in corporate was chapter 5,000. You know what I'm saying? That was past, waiting in line at the methadone clinic in 26-degree weather for 6 years with people, throwing up all over themselves.
Do you go to meetings or no?
I don't anymore because I'm busy. I should, and I think that
I have my own meeting.
You do? Really?
I do.
What night is it?
It's a daytime thing.
Yeah, I would 1,000%.
You'll love it, dude.
I would love to go to it. I would love to help.
I'll let you know afterwards.
Okay,
it's a great meeting.
I'll definitely come to it. I'm gonna start sweating again. I'm not. But it is a weird topic because I think in a lot of ways I've cemented myself by way of my book as kind of like a thought leader in the space of recovery.
There's not one way to do it. But I agree.
Yeah, but no, I don't like to. I don't promote any of that type of activity. I like for people who are a year, 3 years, 5 years into their recovery, people need to lock in and be sober 100%. I just honestly, to be completely transparent about it, I'm still battling a lot of shit in my life and still battling
Addictions?
a lot of trauma. Not substance ones.
Like process?
Yeah, process addictions,
Porn.
whether it be food, whether it be sex, whether it be any of that type of stuff, but that's not really what it is.
I'm stuck in that kind of behavior too, my friend.
Yeah, but
it's hard.
But the program helps you with it. No,
I know. I still have these process addictions, these side things that I really have to take a look at because I obsess on things, and it's all to escape how I feel and what's really going on, and I can see myself doing it, and I'm very aware I'm doing it. Like insensate, like even like watching TV shows like Shogun, I'll burn through it all at one time just so I don't have to deal with anything.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has a fixation. So let's say for instance, he's rewatching season 5 of The West Wing. He will watch that over and over again. Like if he watches that season of The Voice, he will watch each audition. I'm not kidding you, Mike, 30 times.
With the hope of discovering something new.
I always do. I always discover something new.
See, the way you treat that with that obsession to rewatching the episodes is for me, it's how I talk to myself in my internal monologue is really bad, and I treat myself very I have a girlfriend of the past 7 months now, which has been really helpful for me.
Right.
In terms of being a little bit more structured, and she's like, dude, we really need to talk about how you treat yourself. You are terrible.
What do you think about what they say about how our parents' external dialogue to us as children become our inner monologue?
Last week, while talking to my mom, whenever I go to a therapist or talk on a podcast about it, I talk about how my childhood was incredible. My parents were together at least up until I was 14 when they got divorced. We had a house, we had food to eat, like table stakes for a good life, especially when you look comparatively to what a lot of people go through in this world. And I was talking to her about it, and I was like, is there any reason I would feel undervalued or I wasn't good enough? And she looked at me like, do you not remember what it was like being working alongside your dad? I would go mow the lawn, and she's like, he would come in and be like, yo, he can't mow the lawn. This is terrible. I'm just going to have to go and do this myself. You're never going to be able to, you can't do this. I would go to help him, try to fix the car, and he'd be like,
you're not good enough.
You're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
Just step back, let me do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And listen, I love my father.
But what if you were doing it wrong?
I was, I'm sure, but I was 6. You know what I'm saying? Like I was probably shitting
That's
wrong
a scary
at the
part
time.
about parenting. It's like for them, it's a regular Thursday, and to us, we hang on to those little details when we're young because our
100%.
heads are and our emotions are still like our brain isn't fully formed at that age. Like we're hanging on to their every word, so they're how critical they are of us does become our inner monologue. Like my mom's voice replays in my head every single from the moment I wake up to the time I close my eyes, and it never ends. I can intellectualize and say, hey, like this isn't truly how I feel about myself, but that monologue keeps running anyways. And it takes a lot of effort to kind of shut that off.